hear him say that he's going to move the chair. I hear him say that he's going to move the chair. I hear him say that he's going to move the chair. I hear him say that he's going to move the chair. I hear him say that he's going to move the chair. hear him say that he's a media channel. I hear him say that he's a media channel. I hear him say that he's a media channel. I hear him say that he's a media channel. hear him say that he's a media champion. I hear him say that he's a media champion. I hear him say that he's a media champion.
If you are able, please stand for the arrival of the procession.
Please take your seats. Guests, colleagues, friends, families, graduands. On behalf of the university, I am delighted to welcome you to Royal Holloway on this important occasion, our graduation ceremonies. It's wonderful to see so many people gathered here for this unique occasion. We welcome those of you who are visiting for the first time, those returning to a place that has become familiar, and those who are watching this from around the world on the live stream. To you all, we extend a very warm welcome. We hope you enjoy the ceremony and have a memorable and happy day. It's truly wonderful to be able to share this ceremony with you, celebrating as we are the fantastic achievements of the graduating class of 2023. Students, this is absolutely your day and your achievement. Today marks the end of current studies and enables an all too brief but special opportunity to reflect on what has passed, to celebrate with loved ones, and to begin a transition into a new stage of life. Sometimes that might feel like a bittersweet experience. I hope many of you have loved your time here at Royal Holloway and are sensing a leave-taking of a place and a friendship community you have valued. To all of our student supporters in the audience or watching online or just with us in our thoughts today, we salute you for your enabling of everything being celebrated here. To our students, your resilience and resolve over the past few years has been tested like no others in recent memory. I also want to recognize that many of our students here today will not have yet received final degree outcomes. We're truly sorry that this has happened, and we want to reassure you that we're absolutely committed to providing all our students with marks and final outcomes as soon as possible. Throughout your studies, you've endured disruption, and I know that many of you have faced personal challenges as well. It's a testament to your hard work, your dedication, your tenacity, and your innovation that you are here today, and I hope you are able to celebrate all that you have achieved. We wish for you an exciting future, whatever you choose to do, be that further academic study or full-time employment or mind-enriching travel or a contribution to the voluntary and charitable sector. Whatever that bright future holds, we hope you will carry the spirit of Royal Holloway with you, which is all about making a positive contribution in the world. I've been very proud over the course of this past academic year, my first in post, to see so many varied, distinctive, and equally brilliant student projects and acts of learning taking place. From the exciting discoveries and creativity going on in our laboratories and studios, to those learning languages with the absolute determination of fostering global exchange, from data analysts to economists and statisticians, from sustainable business experts to health studies students, from creative writers, filmmakers, historians, to cultural and physical geographers seeking to understand concepts of placemaking in this world, from lawyers and social workers to engineers to literary and linguistic experts, the education and research community that is Royal Holloway seeks to enact positive transformation, and our students are at the absolute forefront of that thinking. I've also seen this past year our students actively transport that learning out into local communities, practicing in sites as varied as Kew Gardens and the National Archives here on our doorstep in Surrey, to fieldwork and archaeological digs around the world, from theatres and film sets to spaces of policy making and into schools and classrooms. I've met and heard from students who have volunteered in food banks, on biodiversity campaigns, on food growing or health and well-being projects, and in a myriad of ways given back to and made society better. I couldn't be prouder of you all. Many years ago, the pioneering US anthropologist Margaret Mead was asked by a student what she considered to have been the first sign of civilization. The student might have been expecting Mead, with her expertise in food cultures, to talk about clay pot ceramics or fish hooks or even grinding stones. But actually her answer was that the first sign of civilization was a sign in skeletal remains that a femur had been broken and then healed, and that the individual had continued to use that leg for some years. Usually, explained Mead, in the animal kingdom, if you break your leg, you'd expect your power to run from danger, to reach water for drink or shade for rest would be diminished, and you would become easy prey. But this bone had healed, and it was precious evidence for me that someone had taken the time to stay with the person who had fallen, had perhaps used their skills and local knowledge, their education, to bind up the wound with available materials, maybe even carried them to safety and enabled their subsequent healing process. Helping someone through difficulty is where civilization starts, said Mead, and we are at our best when we serve others. And that's a good mantra to live by. We are at our best when we serve others, and it's one I've seen Royal Holloway students practice in so many ways during their studies. So we now watch with excitement as you take those same values, those skills out into the world to do good, to practice care and compassion, whatever profession you choose to follow, and wherever you choose to carry out that effort. We strive to be a university of global social purpose, and we know and trust you will use the superpower of your degree to give back, to make a difference, and we'll be with you, cheering you along every step of the way. So enjoy today, go forward, be successful, have an amazing time, but please remember that central act of being human, which, as Margaret Mead knew all too well, is to take care of each other, to love and to be loved. We are immensely proud of all that you have achieved to date and all that you will achieve. You are the very best of us. So here is to you, our remarkable, brilliant, inspirational change makers. Make the world beautiful, continue to astonish us, because we know you can. Thank you. And now, graduates from the School of Life Sciences and the Environment will be presented at this ceremony. The first group of graduates presented are those who studied a degree of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science. The next group will be those who've studied postgraduate diplomas or master's degrees, and they will be followed by graduates who have studied the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I am now delighted to welcome the Executive Dean of the School of Life Sciences and the Environment, Professor Klaus Dodds.
Good morning. As you've heard, my name is Klaus Dodds. I am the Executive Dean for the School of Life Sciences and Environment, and I'd also like to extend to you a very, very warm welcome. But I'd also like to start off again, like the Vice-Chancellor and Principal, with a fundamental and really heartfelt observation. I know that your resilience and resolve as students over the last couple of years has been tested like no other students in recent memory. And I say that with some feeling, with somebody who has 30 years of experience in higher education. However, throughout your studies, you have endured that disruption, and I know that each and every one of you will have faced a series of challenges. It really is a testament to your hard work, dedication, tenacity that you are here today at your graduation ceremony. Our school is academically diverse, but we do have a shared interest, and that is a concern for the planet and the future for all of those who call it home. Last month, I had the privilege of joining our staff and our former students from the School of Life Science and Environment at the Royal Botanical Gardens in Kew. And at that event, we were joined by the popular botanist, James Wong, who made an impassioned plea for all of us to take seriously the vital role plants play in sustaining all forms of life. We know that just being around plants makes us feel better, and they provide food and shelter. We also benefit in health terms from the microbial properties of plants. We need, as James stressed, to better understand and value our natural world as it faces further societal, geopolitical, and climatic transformation. And I think by the end of that evening, he'd summarized very well the spirit and purpose of our school. Now, whatever your academic discipline, biological sciences, earth sciences, geography, health studies, psychology, I'm confident that you've had opportunities aplenty to gain skills, knowledge, and experience will enable you to leave Royal Holloway equipped not only to make sense of the world, but also to purposefully shape its future and your future. Today, importantly, does not signal the end of your relationship with us at Royal Holloway. I do hope you will see this as the start of a new phase. At that recent CUE meeting, I had the pleasure of catching up with some geography graduates I'd taught over 25 years ago. And it was really such a pleasure to hear their news. And I really do encourage you to keep in touch with us because I, for one, will be delighted to hear of your news. I know colleagues also in the academic departments that make up our school will also truly appreciate that continued contact. Whatever the future brings you, you will be part of a wider Royal Holloway alumni community, which numbers around 90,000 people. Next year, I will be welcoming graduates in health studies, and that's just a further reminder that our student and alumni community is an evolving one and certainly dynamic as well. By staying in touch, you will have access to several years of career support, including events, one-to-one online appointments, mentoring opportunities, and news about graduate vacancies. So please, again, do take the opportunity to stay in touch with us. For now, all of our school want to acknowledge your success today, and we look forward to meeting your families and those who you've supported on this educational journey. We are really very, very proud of you. You now go forward in your lives, I hope, with a special set of strengths and abilities. With great pleasure, we now move to the presentation of the graduands. Please do welcome the Head of Department for Earth Sciences, Dr. Kevin Clementshaw.
Professor Julie Sanders, Vice-Chancellor and Principal, I would like to present graduands from the Department of Earth Sciences. For Bachelor of Science degrees from the Department of Earth Sciences. Samuel Bodesule. Siem Danishmal. Abdul Rahman Yunusa. Helena Alomayo. Olivia Barnett King. Bethany Bear. Leonis Derguti. Sivya Gamalanathan. Abigail Kamau. Furaz Khan. Manuel Marchetti. Chuk Lam Ng. Farida Outman. Tushal Soni. Rachita Sood. Herjoff Suhr. Molly Verdi. Sian Boltby. Diksha Jassy. Adam Joyce. Benjamin Newington. Sophia Reyes Alban. Oliver Roper. Juana Catalina Stanchu. Nitul Udayan. Andrea Zenon. Boesmu Park. For Master of Science degrees from the Department of Earth Sciences. Misha Malia. Clarissa Katsikides. Harry Fidgen. Fiona Higgins. Emily McCluskey. Thomas Peters. Georgina Pridham. Thomas Stevenson. Sonalad Witaya Setukal. For Master of Science by research degrees from the Department of Earth Sciences. Connor Hode. Constraining the effect of assimilation in carbonate-hosted magmatic systems, a mineral chemistry perspective, supervised by Dr. Christina Manning, Ryan McCluskey. Characterizing bidirectional reflectance distribution function of desert sand, an experimental and modeling investigation, supervised by Professor Martin King, Megan Poole. For Doctor of Philosophy degrees from the Department of Earth Sciences. Investigation of the optical properties of atmospheric aerosol using ultraviolet light and dual optical trapping, supervised by Professor Martin King, Connor Barker. The impact of early salt tectonic processes on post-Permian basin evolution and Mesozoic petroleum systems in the southern North Sea, supervised by Professor Jürgen Adam and Dr. Nicola Scarselli, Christopher Brennan. Plate kinematic modeling of the Atlantic and Arctic Oceans for conjugate margin studies, supervised by Professor Jürgen Adam and Professor Domenico Chiarella, Annabelle Corsa. The role of tectonics and diaprism in deep water depositional systems, a case study of contorite features in the Gulf of Cadiz, supervised by Professor Javier Hernandez Molina, Deborah Duarte. Urban European methane emission characteristics and insight from methane source tracers, supervised by Dr. David Lowry, Dr. Rebecca Fisher, and Professor Ewan Nisbet, Julianne Fernandez. Systematic classification and basin-scale tectono-halokinetic correlation of multi-stage salt diapirs in the southern North Sea, southern Permian Basin, supervised by Professor Jürgen Adam, Gerardo Antonio Gaitan Figueroa. The identification and classification of contorite features, methods using seismic reflection data, supervised by Professor Javier Hernandez Molina, Adam Kirby. New granular rock analog materials for simulation of fault and fracture processes, supervised by Professor Jürgen Adam and Dr. Nicola Scarselli, Luigi Massaro. Petrogenesis of hornblendite and clinopyroxenite cognate xenoliths from the West Eifel volcanic field, Germany, a textural insight into crystal and melt dynamics in an intraplate volcanic setting, supervised by Dr. Christina Manning, Zoe Matthews. Core-scale characterization and assessment of potential subsurface carbon storage reservoirs, a digital approach, supervised by Professor Domenico Chiarella, Ryan Payton. That concludes the presentation of graduates from the Department of Earth Sciences. Please welcome the Head of Department of Geography, Professor Danielle Shreve.
Professor Julie Sanders, Vice-Chancellor and Principal, I would like to present graduates from the Department of Geography. For Bachelor of Arts degrees from the Department of Geography, Chase Ashby. George Boone. Henry Bowring. Isabella Charlesworth. Luke Clifford. Jack Dickon. Finley Dyer. Katie Gould. Alice Harding. Hira Hussain. Nadina Kagda. Anjali Khanna. Amy Liu. Charlotte O'Donoghue. Robin Spink. Kiri Stewart-White. Sophie Traynor. Isabel Waters. Neve Watson. Anna Armelin. Simon Dorrington. Zaina Faiz. Elizabeth Ferdinand. Kellen Hamilton. Andrew Johnston. Andrew Lang. Eleanor Lee. Shoaib Nathir. Arnold Weersinger. For Bachelor of Science degrees from the Department of Geography, Jack Ansell. Charlotte Anderson. Jenna Bowles. Laura Berry. Jasmine Blackman. Morgan Bowden. Amy Carrington. Kira Chapman. Gregory Cahoon. Emma Colvin. Elise Coughlin. Samuel Gehring. Sophie Gray. Thomas Hayward. Sajia Hook. Jathika Kathigamu. Bushra Kalfan. Piers Kimberley. Megan McGuinness. Gabriel Mokusinski. Antonio Papageorgiou. Scott Plumridge. Grace Polly. Elias Ramjan. Amrit Shahi. Daniel Steers. Samuel Stewart. Olivia Situ. Eleanor Taylor. Alethea. Jade Varney. Maisie Wilkie. Aileen Wong. Ardil Sonvadi. Elaine Brindley. Sebastian Sharp. Emma Beaton. Bethany Duke. Philip Radich. Lana Mulkey. For Doctor of Philosophy degrees from the Department of Geography. For the thesis, The Drivers and Responses of North Atlantic Climatic Variability During the Younger Dryas, supervised by Dr. Ian Matthews and Dr. Adrian Palmer, Alice Carter-Champion. Investigating the spatial variability of abrupt cooling events during the late glacial interstadial 14.7 to 12.5 thousand years BP in Britain and Ireland using chironomids and oxygen isotopes to assess potential forcing mechanisms, supervised by Professor Ian Candy, Dr. Stephen Engels, Dr. Ian Matthews, and Dr. Adrian Palmer, Christopher Francis. Attitudes to and experiences of female genital mutilation among Somali communities in the UK, an exploration of gender and generational differences, supervised by Professor Katie Willis, Mina Nakai. Extending the VARV record for central Patagonia, assessing glacier dynamics and responses during the last deglaciation, supervised by Dr. Adrian Palmer and Dr. Varel Thorndycraft, Joshua Pike. Everyday life and emotions of overseas returned students in Shanghai, China, supervised by Professor Katie Willis, Yungting Chi. Spaces of Belonging, the role of religious associations in Filipino migrants' lives in Macau, supervised by Professor Katie Willis, Dachin Tam. Collecting Leviathan, the British Southern Whale Fishery and Global Knowledge Production, 1775 to 1860, supervised by Professor Felix Driver, Rachel Utting. Developing a dating and correlation framework for paleoclimate and archaeological records in the Eastern Mediterranean region over the Late Quaternary, supervised by Professor Simon Blockley and Dr. Christina Manning, Shuangzhang. That concludes the presentation of graduates from the Department of Geography.
I would now like to introduce our student orator, Antonio Papagiorgio, who will deliver a speech on behalf of you, our students, whom we are celebrating here today.
Good morning, everyone. It is an honor to be able to speak today and reflect on our time together in the Department of Geography here at Royal Holloway. I would like to start off by congratulating everyone here once again. Together, we have been on such an incredible journey and quite a challenging one at times, particularly due to the pandemic in our first year. However, despite that, it must be said we are extremely lucky to be here at Royal Holloway throughout that time. This is because the university's procedures, such as the existing online recording system, meant we were able to receive a complete university experience in our first year, which included in-person lectures, practical lab work, and in-person local field work. It was a privilege to be able to experience this in our first year, particularly as it taught us so many valuable skills, and this enabled us to build foundations of the friendships that were set to blossom in the years to come. In the department, it meant that we had an amazing support network, from our personal tutors to the lecturers, the lab technicians, and not to forget each other. With regards to the lab work and practical field work, this set us up perfectly for our field trips in the second year, which I'm confident of saying on behalf of all of the students who went on those were the highlights of our degree. This is for a number of reasons. Firstly, we chose these field trips ourselves, meaning the passion of everyone in their respective field of study was second to none, and this resulted in the quality of work produced being absolutely fantastic. Moreover, we learned a range of valuable skills, including teamwork, sampling techniques, mapping techniques, and many more academic techniques, and these skills not only set us up for our final year dissertations, but they are skills we can carry forward in life. These field trips were also the beginning of many deeper friendships, particularly as the majority of us sadly missed out on going to Spain in our first year due to the pandemic. Despite this, the enthusiasm of everyone, alongside the community aspect of the department, meant that this wasn't an issue. One way in which the community of geography came together was through organising individual social events amongst ourselves. One which I organised myself in the first year to compensate for missing out on going to Spain was a small barbecue gathering called Costa del Egham, a little flavour of Spain here in Egham. This was furthered by the amazing student-led Geography Society, otherwise known as JogSoc. And the events they hosted and continue to host allow for everybody to come together for friendships to further, whilst also providing the best opportunities for celebrations, particularly with our annual boat party. I had the honour of organising that this year, and it was truly one of the most incredible nights. The initiative of students to create such events meant friendships flourished within the community despite the restraints of the pandemic, and the excellent work of the JogSoc meant this continued post-pandemic, whilst also allowing year groups to get to know each other and to become interlinked. These once-in-a-lifetime field trips, alongside the events organised by the JogSoc, presented us with the perfect opportunity to create these lifelong friends. Through working together on fieldwork, to sightseeing in our free time, meeting up for a coffee in the morning on campus, or socialising in the pub in the evening. Crucially, it allowed us to get to know the staff on a more personal level, and this highlights the community aspects of the department, through which we have all significantly benefited from. This meant that whenever stress increased, personal or academic, we always had someone to go to. Not only did the tight-knit community mean we had this support, but it also presented us with many extra opportunities, from hearing about careers through staff and alumni, to working with staff and other students on research projects. Overall, it must be said that we have been extremely lucky and privileged to be part of such an incredible department, and I would like to personally thank all of the staff here today and yourselves for making these past 3 years the most memorable, rewarding, and enjoyable 3 years of my life. So here's to the class of 2023, to great success for the future, and once again, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Antonio, for sharing your experience with us here today. It's a great achievement in itself to be chosen to deliver the student oration in front of your families, guests, and colleagues and friends. Congratulations and well done. Can we give him another round of applause? And while we've got the clapping hands in action, before we conclude the ceremony, could I invite our graduates to thank their guests for all the support that they've given them over the years. Graduates, please put your hands together to show your appreciation. And finally, to you, students, we are truly proud of what you have achieved here at Royal Holloway and excited about your future journey. As you embark on that next chapter, I hope you look back fondly at your time at Royal Holloway. You've truly enriched the lives and communities of everyone here, and we've loved celebrating those achievements in the ceremony today. For those who are able, would you now please stand for the recession?
I look into the window of my mind. I hear him say that he's going to need to check it. I hear him say that he's going to need to check it. I hear him say that he's going to need to check it. hear him say that he's going to move the agenda. I hear him say that he's going to move the agenda. I hear him say that he's going to move the agenda.
If you are in rows I to P, please leave via our Acropolis, which is the way you came in. Those in rows A to H, please leave via our tunnel, which is this side. Thank you very much.